What is good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Bulldog Blitz. This is episode 4, season 2. I am the co-host, Kobe Orr. Across from me is Terrence Tucker, my co-host. Y'all know this is a big week. This is a big week. Because football's back, man. Football back, son. We here.
It's back. It's
Now,
back, man.
I'm excited, right? I'm very excited because, man, this felt like the longest offseason yet. You know what I'm saying? So,
Whew.
with the year that we had last year, man, and the ups and downs and the roller coasters and everything, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad we back at it. This Saturday we will have Wofford at home. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna break down our opponent. Hey, shout out to my guy Jason. Shout out to my guy Jason. What's up, my guy? That's my dog right there. Shout out to him. Um, he with the Hall of Fame College Football Podcast. Y'all, he's an Oklahoma Sooners fan, so be gentle with him. But that's my guy. Shout out to Jason. But nah, man, we play Wofford this week. We're gonna break them down because honestly, they are. I'm not scared, but I'm not scared in the slightest. I still got us. You know what I'm saying? I'm confident in that. But they are better than what I thought they were. I give them credit for that. They are better than what I thought they were. So we're gonna break this team down. So you got any thoughts you want to get off before we get into it?
Listen, I'm scared. I'm
You
gonna be
scared?
honest with you. I'm scared because it's not because I'm scared of Wofford, but it's
Uh,
just this new era of college football. Like nobody knows
nervous,
who,
man.
what I'm saying, who has what. Like we have 44 new players, and they have 59 new players, right?
Yeah.
So there's just you know what I'm saying? Like you just don't know what to expect. They are not the Wofford from last year. They are
Mm-mm.
not that 5-7 team from last year. They have really improved, and
Yeah.
I really think that they're going to come to Orangeburg looking to make a statement because the last time they came to Orangeburg, they lost. And so I really and there's some, there's a welcome home type twist with Jonathan Saxon, who is the Wofford defensive coordinator,
Yeah.
being the former
Ooh.
defensive coordinator for South Carolina State. So he's going to have a lot of family in the building. A lot of people love Jonathan. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people still love Jonathan.
Uh,
I'm sure he's going to want to, stick it to us a little bit,
yeah. Of course.
So this should be interesting. When I say that I'm scared, it's more like a nervous scare because it's such the unknown. Like they don't know what we have, but neither do we. Like what I'm saying? And, and we don't know what they have. I'm sorry.
Okay. No, I understand that. I'm nervous for sure, right? Like,
Yeah.
and I'm more nervous for us because I just want to know what we look like. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's gonna take us settling down quickly, right?
Right.
And really, all these new guys coming together as one and getting into a rhythm quickly. I think that's gonna be the deciding factor in this game. How fast can we do that, right? Because look at Wofford. Let's just go ahead and bring the graphic up.
Let's go ahead and jump
A
into it.
little a little history about them, right? The history of us. Well, last year they were 3-5 in conference play. They were a 5-7 team overall. Uh, this is the 10th meeting between both of our schools. They are 6-3 currently. They opened. That's the thing I want to talk about. Tuck, they used to be on the road. They
Yeah.
used to battle on the road, man.
Yeah.
They opened their season on the road for the last 14 out of 16 years.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
first 3 weeks, the first 3 out of the first 4 weeks of their season this year is on the road. They don't care.
Mm-mm.
Being on the road doesn't matter to them.
Nah. They're
So
road warriors.
we still have that home field advantage, but
Yeah.
it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna affect them like it's gonna affect regular teams. They're used to being on the road. This is just what they do.
Most definitely.
Um, Their last meeting, I think it was 2019. I think that's what the website said. It was 28-19. I think the score was. So in all time in home openers, they are 54, 61, and 1. So that's just a
Wow.
little history for them. Now let's really get into the team though. They arsenal, right? You see, they got 6 all conference preseason players.
Wow.
6 of them.
Wow.
Now, their defense was ranked 59th in the FCS in the nation last season,
Wow.
right? Also ranked 4th conference. Pass defense ranked 39th overall in the nation. They had 13 interceptions last season, Tuck.
Yeah.
13 interceptions last season, 13 of 21 total overall turnovers, which ranked 25th in the nation.
Mm-hmm.
They they were a pretty decent defense. Couldn't produce much on offense, but they were a pretty decent defense.
Nah, they listen. They really had a strong defense. Listen, they had a lot of close games last year.
Mm-hmm.
So that record could have easily been completely different because they were in most of their games last year, and give or take one or two possessions, they could have won those games. So so you are what your records say you are, right? But I feel that they were a better team than their record shown last year because they played in so many close games. However, now they have a ton of new players, man, a ton of talented players, man. When I was listening to the head coach yesterday doing one of his post practice
Shout out to you, Jay. That's love, baby. That's love.
yeah
I appreciate you.
yeah when I was looking at one of their post practice talks with one of the coaches, well the head coach, Coach Watson, um, he was so excited about how many new weapons they have and how many new players, how many new talented players they have, and they can be so flexible and so versatile with the new players that they have. And my guy seemed very, very excited, about what I'm saying, what he has. And for a coach to be that excited, man, that has to, from an opponent standpoint, that has to give you a little bit of, jitters, you know what I mean? But we also have talented players as well. But Wofford's going to come in here, with new clothes on, with new everything on, ready to show people their new style of play. And I just hope that we can match their energy.
Right. Now, the offense. Let's break that down a little bit.
Yeah.
They have 3 returning starters on the offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
It's technically 4, right? But the 4th guy, he started the last 3 games of the season.
Right.
So technically, kind of like 3.5, kind of like, you know what I'm saying? So,
right.
and then they'll have one new piece on that offensive line.
Right.
They run the pro spread offense. So you're going to see, most of the time, you're going to see 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. This is not the old Wofford.
No.
Not
it's
the
not
old
the whole
Wofford.
wing T offense.
Yeah, no. They launching that thing. They throwing that thing now.
Yeah.
All right. Sir. They have a new starter at quarterback, a transfer from the Division II level.
Yeah.
He was pretty successful there. We'll talk about him later on.
Yeah.
1 returning starter at wide receiver.
Yeah.
So I look at this and I see what they're trying to do. I even went back and watched a few games of theirs, right? Like the one versus Spurman and everything. I see what they're trying to do. They want to be that school that gives you the big plays downfield.
Right.
And they had a quarterback last year who was like their version of Eric Phoenix, right? Who could make that happen sometimes.
Right.
Now, with this new kid can sling it, man.
So let me ask you a question, Cole.
Mm-hmm.
So they have already picked their new quarterback, because I remember like last week sometime or something like that, they were still trying to decide which quarterback they were going to use for.
Yeah.
but you may have seen something more recent than I have.
Yeah. They released the article on the 26th.
Okay, all right, good.
On the
I got
26th.
good.
And that's what I was reading today. So they have picked. They brought in 3 new quarterbacks, 1 freshman,
Right,
2 transfers. They
right,
picked it. They
exactly.
picked the guy.
Okay, all right, good.
So we're going to talk about him later. Sean, thank you so much for the $10, brother. Appreciate that. Thank you for supporting the channel, man. Yeah, so they brought in a new QB. The kid can sling it. I'm not gonna lie, he's coming from the Division 2 level.
Right,
But when I look at this offense, their returning running back, they count him as a returner because obviously he was on the team last year, but he wasn't a starter, right?
right.
So that their returning running back is actually more dangerous on kickoff, right? Kick
Wow.
return, right?
Right.
That
Yeah.
kid, I think he had something crazy, like a few hundred yards in kick return yards in one game versus Furman. Like
Wow.
yeah. So he's more of a threat in kick return. But they
Right.
also went out and got another running back from um in FBS school as well. We're gonna go more in depth with that. But
Right.
this is just a surface level look with their offense, right? With their
Right.
defense, they run a 3-4.
They do.
The defense is their bread and butter. Let's
It
just
is.
say that. The defense is their bread and butter.
Yeah.
So they run a 3-4. They have 4 new starters at linebacker, Tuck.
I know.
4 new starters at linebacker.
Yeah.
Right. So that's something maybe with our running game, that's something we could take advantage of.
Yeah. Possibly.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Right. Now they do return both safeties. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you right now, at least 2 returning defensive linemen as well.
Right.
There is a safety who we will talk about in a few slides. This kid is the best player. We are going to talk about the best player on their team and why we need to neutralize that boy. He's a
Right.
safety.
Right.
He's a safety. But
Yeah.
we
And I think I
definitely
know
gonna have
who
to
you're talking
neutralize.
about too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you look just from a surface level point, when you look at the defense, like what do you think?
Man, lights out, man. And that was their bread and butter last year. And I knew once, you know what I'm saying, Jonathan Saxon was because he's a great recruiter.
Right.
So I knew
did he recruit?
yeah.
Man.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Remember he was the lead recruit for us for like 4 or 5 years.
Right.
You know, and you see what kind of talent he had brought in there. You know what I mean? So, so I knew that he was going to be able to bring in some talent, man, especially utilizing that transfer portal. Them boys got a lot of money to actually work with down there. You know what I mean? So I knew that they were going to be much better on defense. A lot of, a lot of physical guys. You know what I'm saying? And so that matches the personality of their defensive coordinators.
Right. They again, I got nerves, but it's the first game of the season. I always have nerves for that. But Coach Saxon and how he has that defense looking, at least on paper, right? Man, it's gonna be a very physical game still. And you know what was crazy? I thought it would be different because they don't run that wing T anymore, because we don't really follow the old Buddy Pugh way anymore, where it's like
Right.
run first. This is still gonna be just as physical.
No, it's gonna be a knockout, drag out. You know what I'm saying? Like they, like I said, man, they, people thinking that we're playing the old Wofford where you come in here and put everybody to sleep, and you don't make mistakes. But they still probably won't make many mistakes. And we can't beat ourselves either. But they're gonna be a much physical team defensive wise, and they're gonna try to make big plays. So you know what I mean? So defensively, like you said, they have a safety that's just dynamite.
Right.
And he probably could have been on a Power 5 level, well, Power 4 level, honestly.
I thought he would have been.
Yeah.
The fact that he came back for another year.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. That kid's the truth.
He is.
Yeah.
And we're gonna talk about him right now.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce y'all to CJ Coombes, right?
Mm-hmm.
CJ is their best player on the team,
Hands
undoubtedly.
down. Hands down.
CJ, this young man right here at
Mm-hmm.
safety did all of this, all of these accolades y'all seen. He did it as a freshman last year. He's a sophomore.
Yeah.
Everything y'all seen on the screen, he did as a freshman.
Yeah. I mean,
Yo,
I'm just shocked he even there. I'm just shocked that he's even there, bruh. You know what I mean?
y'all, I'm Tuck. This kid should have been at the Power Four. I don't. I'm kind. He had to get some offers. Maybe it's just wasn't the ones that he wanted.
Plus, listen, every now and then, man, you get kids who are just loyal, man. Just
Yeah,
loyal. Like they still have that 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 loyal DNA in them that many kids don't like. Many kids just don't have anymore. You know what I mean? And he seems like that kid, man. He is totally bought into the Wofford, you know what I'm saying, mantra. You know what I'm saying, and just their whole system. He's a you know he's a bring your hard hat, you know what I mean, to work type kid. You know, he don't mind mixing it up. He don't mind coming down and laying a hat on you. You know what I'm saying? And he's good in coverage also. And he's very smart too, man. So
very smart.
he's very, very, very smart, man. And so for him to have that type of year last year, being a freshman, I mean, I can only imagine, man. So what he's going to do this year. So my hopes and my hopes and ambitions are that um, Jonathan Williams, the offensive coordinator, really factors this kid in when he's making it. When he made the game plan this week for Wofford.
Right now, like I said, best player on the team, 6'1", 213. He was the only one. He's the youngest out of all six of the preseason all conference selections, and he was the only one to get a first team a preseason all conference selection, deservedly so. Started all 12 games as a freshman
Deservedly
last
so.
year. Huh?
No, I said rightfully so.
Yeah. 88 tackles, which was 2nd on the team. 5 tackles for loss, 1 sack, 1 interception. Finished 11th for the Jerry Rice Award, which is awarded to the best freshman in FCS football. Finished 11th as a safety. That's pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
That's very impressive.
That's pretty impressive.
That's very impressive.
Um,
That's
I don't
very impressive.
know. I don't know how we gonna do. From what I see from him, right? He's a good overall safety, but he's definitely a sure tackler, right?
Oh yeah.
Like he's gonna help clean up a lot in the run game.
Oh yeah.
So obviously you don't want to pick on this kid, right? But you kind of want to find a way to kind of neutralize him a little bit. I don't know what the game plan is going to be because I know the coaches have seen more than we've seen on this kid.
Right.
But he's clearly going to be a focal point for us. Like we're gonna have to account for him in some way, shape, or form.
Oh yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
here's the thing: for as good as an athlete as he is, we got dogs. Like you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you get too caught up in your opponent, and you got to remind yourself the athletes that you have as well. And we have good athletes. It's just how
Here's the crazy
how
part about
fast
it.
can we put it together?
Here's the crazy part about that, dog. And you are absolutely right, Kobe. Like we do have dogs. He's a proven dog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we have dogs that we have not yet seen as far as just what they can actually, you know what I'm saying, produce. You know what I mean? We got a lot of new players. A lot of new faces will be on that backfield as far as our secondary. And defensive line. should our whole linebacker core just about is going to be new faces. You know what I mean? So yes, we have dogs, but you know, we just haven't seen what they can actually do yet. But we've seen what this guy can do, and that's what I hope that Jonathan Williams has definitely, you know, made sure that they, you know, they you know, game plan around
Hey, Southbound, yes, I will. I'll be at a game for Jackson this year. It'll most likely be during the bye week, but I will. Because I ain't missing none of our games for it, but I'll definitely be there. Um, yeah, Sean, we got plenty of dogs, but Tuck, I definitely agree with you said. It's gonna be we're gonna have to stop this kid. Townsend 13, Norfolk State 0, 2 minutes left in the half. They actually holding on better than I thought they would. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. It's
Not gonna lie.
early though.
Yeah.
I mean, because them guys can come back out, man, second half and make a game out of it.
Right. And but yeah, so like you were saying, we do have a lot of unknowns, and like that's what I'm nervous about. You know what I'm saying? You make a good point. That's the only thing that I'm nervous about. I'm not nervous that these guys are gonna be duds. I'm nervous as to how long it'll take them to put it all together. When we go back to FAMU last year, right? And what we were able to do quickly, it was the same thing. How quickly can these guys mesh together? And it was a little bit fortunately for us, it was a little bit of a learning curve at the beginning, but then you know after that first what should have been a touchdown to Caden, right? It was like they were it was still a little misfires, but we were going.
Yeah. Guys
So
woke up though.
yeah, guys woke up. Guys woke up.
And we were in a very hostile environment.
Yes. Yes.
That family crowd is one of the best you know what I'm saying, crowds there is in the historical Black college community. So for us to put up a fight like we did, so for us to actually start at home, man, this should be, you know what I mean, sweet for us. I mean, yeah, we're gonna have some you know, some first time jitters, but we can't come out there making those costly mistakes and give them, you know, the opportunity to, you know what I'm saying, capitalize, you know, and constantly dig holes for us, and then we, you know, because Wofford is and will be the team that will make you pay for mistakes.
Right. Now, Jaden Whitaker, the starting quarterback.
Yep, that's him.
This is the kid from Division II, Gannon University. Jaden Whitaker is 6'1", 290. Oh, also a sophomore too, ladies and gentlemen. They got some young ballers. They got young ballers on this team.
Yeah, they do.
He was freshman of the year at D2. 2,100 yards passing, 9 touchdowns through the air. It was second on the team in rushing with 254 yards and 9 touchdowns on the ground. So now we're dealing with a dual threat.
Yeah.
Now we're dealing with a dual threat.
Yeah.
My bad, Sean. Not 290. Not 290. That's a typo. My bad, bro. That's the typo. I was editing these
What
stats.
happened?
He's not 290.
Oh, 290.
Yeah, no, he ain't really 290. So we're dealing with a dual threat guy.
Yeah.
Now, our defensive line is gonna have to play some ball.
Yeah.
Kavon Chisholm, this is his year.
Yeah. A lot of them boys.
Right. The rusher from Tulane, we need him to step up.
Josh Barker.
Josh Barker's gonna do what he do.
Shut up.
We're gonna have to do a good job of containing this kid.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely right. Sean Brown, all those guys, man. Listen, I mean, you know, we're, you know, being that we are from an HBCU, you know what I'm saying, landscape, we are used to dual threat quarterbacks, right? But this kid seems somewhat different. Like I said, he comes with a lot of swag in him. This kid can actually play ball, man, and actually loves the game, man. When I was doing some research on him, you know, he loves the doggone bright lights, man, and he's gonna come into Orangeburg, South Carolina, ready to make a name for himself. And he has the weapons. That's the part right there that a lot of people don't know, man. This Wofford went out and they got some weapons for this kid. And they have some guys. What's that? One of the wide receivers came from the University of South Carolina. I think his name is CJ Adams.
Yep.
And a pretty good kid, man. Kid out of Georgia. He's pretty solid wide receiver. So Jaden's gonna have some weapons, and if we don't, we've heard how good our secondary is, but that'll be put to the test on Saturday with this kid because he's gonna air it out or run it, one of the two.
Now, CJ Adams, that's how we're gonna talk about, right? Here's the thing with CJ. CJ won the. They've confirmed on their website that CJ will be one of the starting wide receivers Saturday.
Oh, I mean, guarantee. He should be.
Right. I mean,
he should be.
So this kid is 6'3", 215.
Yeah.
Right? Now, I'm looking at him and I'm saying this is a Gerard matchup right here. I mean, Jared backup.
Yeah.
That's who Jared matches him. Jared matches him very, very well in size. Let them two. I got nothing but confidence in Jared. He's coming from, like I said, he's coming from the Gamecocks, like you said. The only thing is he spent 2 seasons with the Gamecocks and did not really see playing time.
Nah.
So for him, we know he's a talented kid.
Yeah.
But for him, how long is it going to take you to get going?
That's a good question. But from what I've been hearing, and I got people who live in the Spartanburg area, who follow Wofford very, very close. One of my good friends used to play football for Wofford, so he follows the team very closely. And he said that CJ he's had a very good camp and has made a lot of plays. So he's gonna have some confidence. We all know how it is, man. When you go to those Power Fives, schools, man.
Hard to get on the field.
I mean, it's hard to get on the field, man. CJ came in. He was a 2-star first, but by the end of his senior year, they moved him up to a 3-star, and that's when South Carolina pulled the trigger on him. So he came in as somewhat of an underdog when he was recruited, but I think where he's at now, this will give him an opportunity to kind of shine a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think he's gonna look to get on versus us. It looks like him and Whitaker have been developing a connection this offseason. So
yeah.
I feel like that's who he's gonna look to go to early and often.
Yeah. He will. And that's the thing, man. Like you said, like you mentioned earlier, which was a great point. Gerard is definitely going to have to, go in his bag. And Gerard has seen, what's that? Jared, I'm talking about Jared. Jared has seen some talented wide receivers last year. But he's the guy, CJ Adams, he's the guy that really, from my opinion and just from my research, he is that big body wide receiver who I'm sure they will look to actually, when they get in the red zone, or when it's like a 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 6, like that big body wide receiver who can catch the ball with his hands, and that's the guy who you want, who you may want to look out for. Now he may not outrun you, but he'll body ball you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Meaning that he has a physical body and he will outman you.
Okay. Then he looks like it too. I'm gonna be honest with
Yeah, yeah.
you.
It's a
Now,
very big kid.
Isaiah Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah Scott is their only returning receiver from last season.
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah played in 12 games. He was second on the team in receptions with 25, and he was second on the team in yards with 350. Now, Isaiah is on the shorter side. I forgot to put his measurables up here, but Isaiah is like 5. He's no taller than 5'10", but I think he's like 5'8".
Yeah, he's kind of like a like a what's the guy we had last year graduated Carter.
Yeah, quick
Kind of
six.
like a Nice Carter.
Now the thing
Kind
is
of
with
like that.
him,
Huh?
the thing is with him, I'm trying to think about matchups.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think about matchups and who exactly we put on him. He's the one with experience. These other guys, they're gonna take a minute to kind of get their bearings a little bit because
Right.
this will be their first game action. But
Right.
for Isaiah, maybe they look towards him just to kind of keep the chains moving. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of get in rhythm a little bit. Maybe they look to him early enough, and then maybe they start to branch outwards and go to CJ and those other wide receivers that they have. The
Possibly.
thing with this team overall is that aside from the returning starters on the offensive line, right? This they have a very new squad, just like how we do.
Yeah.
And these guys have all come from further distances than a lot of our kids have too.
Yeah.
So it really is a test of for both sides. Who
Yeah.
is gonna be the one?
Yeah.
Who's gonna be the one to say, okay, we made our mistakes. Let's settle down and let's get things rolling. I feel like whatever team could do that first is going to be the team to prevail.
Right.
I just think we need to be the ones to get in our rhythm first,
Right.
and we need to keep that going. And
Right.
it because we only seen so much action on them in the offseason. It's like, dang, I just want to know how they gonna look. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Last year we were able to have a little bit better of a look at the team, but this year it's just so much unknown, and that's what bothers me.
Yeah. You hit the nail on the head, Kobe. Bro, like you spot on, man. It's just like it's almost like going on a blind date. You know what I'm saying? You've been hearing how fine she is, and how you know what I'm saying? Like
Right?
you know how you got that homeboy, like, dog, I'm telling you, she bad, man. You're gonna love her, man. She's like she's serious, bro. Like she the one.
Mhm.
But you don't know until you see her. And that's how I feel. Like we don't know until we actually walk on the field and that first kickoff, takes place. You know what I'm saying? When they take that first series or when that first half, you don't know what you got, And you hear the coaches talk, from both sides. Like
Right.
both sides feel very confident,
Mhm.
very confident, which they should, man. Those kids out there busting their ass. You know what I'm saying? So you should be confident. But Saturday will be a the moment we see what we've been craving to see all summer. Just what do we have? And that's gonna help us also to realize how we may look going towards the following week when we got to go down to doggone Williams Bryce.
I don't even want to think about Williams. Man.
You say 1-0, right? 1-0, right? 1-0, 1-0. My bad. My bad. 1-0.
I don't even want to
1-0.
think about
1-0.
Williams
1-0.
Bryce,
1-0.
boy.
1-0. 1-0.
Ooh, boy. All right. Then a certain running back might be a little bit more amped for that one.
I don't know because they got that boy. That boy just got approved.
Oh yeah, he
Sewell,
did. He got that waiver cleared.
yeah. So that moved him to be the third back,
Oh man,
which is easily possible for them because they probably won't even play the doggone second half for real, for real.
right, right. Um, Now we go with the last three topics, and then we gonna get up out of here. This wasn't gonna be a long show because we know people watching the game, and we want to get y'all back to that. And the real pregame show we'll give y'all will be on the field, well before kickoff, and we'll get that uploaded too. But I want to know, Tut, keys to the game. What's your keys to the game?
I got three.
Okay.
One key to the game is who is our starting quarterback.
Mm.
That's one of my keys. Like who's taking that first snap? Like who's gonna be leading those Bulldogs on offense? And just really the whole offense, man. Who's gonna be the starting running back? Who's gonna be the starting, you know what I'm saying, quarterback? But the key to the game is, for me, first off, is that quarterback finding good rhythm with his receivers.
Mm.
That's what we need. Now, of course, people will say, yeah, we need to establish the run to actually get the O-line going because we got a new offensive line. And so, a lot of new players. So that is key as well. But I feel like we have to make sure that we get the quarterback some confidence early. Number two will be the secondary. That's one of the keys right there. And number three will be the doggone defensive line. Like we've heard how talented they are, but with a quarterback like a Wofford has, you have to keep him running, and you just have to be in his face. And if I had a fourth, it would be special teams for sure.
Definitely special teams. So for me, and those are great points, by the way. For me, it all goes back to stopping that safety, taking him out.
Right.
I don't care how we got to do it. I don't care how we
Yeah.
got to do it, but we need to make sure that kid is not the nucleus for their defense.
Yeah.
Number two, match physicality. I think we need to come out and establish ourselves as the more physical team. I think that is
That's
important
good. That's good.
because what Wofford stands for as a program is
Right.
toughness.
It's
What they
tough.
stand for is physicality. We
Right.
have to be able to match that. We
Right.
have to be able to match that early and often. And I mean things like whenever Julian Milligan gets his carries, right, he needs to punish people.
Yeah.
Offensive line needs to be ready to go. We know this is a new unit. We know it's going to take y'all a little bit of time to mesh together like a well-cogged machine, but you still got to play. You got to play. You got to go out there. You got to play hard. You just got to put shoulder pads to somebody. You got to be physical.
Yep,
really and true.
Yeah.
Number three, I don't see why we wouldn't be disciplined, right? This isn't. We don't really have problems being disciplined under Coach Barry, not like that. But I would say when it comes to defense, this secondary needs to be everything that they've been brought up to be. We brought a lot of guys in. We brought a lot of guys in, man, who were
on the same page with
we
on the same page.
These guys were all conference guys at their levels of play from wherever they came from. And we brought y'all all together. And we paired you with the best cornerback in HBCU in Jared. Something gotta happen. Something good gotta happen.
Yeah.
Something good gotta happen.
I
need them to be everything that they were hyped up to be, because this ain't the wing team to Wofford no more. They want to throw the ball downfield. They are gonna throw the ball downfield. They're gonna take deep shots, and he got the weapons to do it. You gotta be ready to go.
They're gonna take some deep shots, man. And I think that if they don't hurry up and insert their will early, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you know, we have been hearing for so long how good this secondary is and how good this defensive line is. So, you know, I'm just hoping that you know, those things come to fruition early on Saturday.
DBs need
What
to be
some of the
throwing
people
wide
saying?
receivers out the
Because I
club.
can't.
Jay Anderson says DBs need to be
There you
throwing
go.
receivers out the club. I'm trying. Hey, I'm trying to see
Right.
another Celebration Bowl clip where we was getting old buddy up out of there.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to see that.
Yeah.
Let me see. Sean says Milligan and Fields can be those punishing running backs. So the thing is with Fields, right? I don't know where he is with that injury. We don't know where
Fields
he
is
is with that injury.
Fields is
So
not going to play. Fields is not going to from what was told to me. Fields is not going to play the first two games. He's still nursing that knee injury.
still nice. Right. So
Yeah.
well, even with Fields out, we still got guys like Josh Shaw who can punish.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know,
Yeah. I
so
mean, you still. I mean,
we should be okay.
you still got right.
We should be
Right.
okay. Hey, this is a great point right here, Eric. We need the 12th man. Everybody got to show up.
Yeah.
People got to show up. The crowd got to show up and get
I got a
into it.
feeling they are.
Yeah.
Some telling me that they are. From what I've been hearing, you know, and just me being closely associated with a lot of the, you know, the people down there at the state club and a lot of, you know, just, you know, people on campus, man, a lot of people are, you know, talking about, listen, man, football is back in Orangeburg, man.
Right.
And, you know, people love the Bulldogs, and we left the Bulldogs with a sour taste last year. We took them high and we brought them low.
Yeah.
A lot of people want to see how the Bulldogs look, man. I mean, they listen to the show, and they have been following us. But more importantly, we have some loyal diehard Bulldog fans who cannot wait to walk in the Oliver C. Dawson, stadium on Buddy Pugh Field, well, with a Jeffries Field, and see those Bulldogs run out, man. So a lot of people will be there.
Right. Sean says Wofford can try and pass all they want. They better account for nickel Jaden Kimball. Facts. And that's the thing. Just Sean, we got dogs. We got dogs. We all know this. We got dogs in that secondary. I just want them to show up.
That's all I'm saying. Like I'm a half glass full type guy. Like I like the fact that we have dogs, but that's what they say we have. Like we haven't seen these guys. Like I know what I'm saying, like what a lot of guys have done, but I want to see it done on Willie Jeffries Field. I want to see it done against against a quality, a quality opponent. You know what I'm saying? Watching us go up against Jackson State last year, you know what I mean? So I want to, see us, like get back to playing physical football. And hey, you guys say we got dogs. Well, let's see it. That's all I'm saying. Let's see it.
All right. Impact players. Also, because I a couple people donated tonight. If y'all want to continue to donate to the channel, you can do it also through Cash App right here at the bottom of the ticker. If y'all want to donate to the channel, so we can continue to buy better equipment to give y'all better shows and everything like that. Please go ahead and consider doing so. The Cash App is right here at the bottom ticker. All right, like I said, we invested back in the channel. Everything goes to new equipment, just like we got for this season. So hey, man, just thank y'all for y'all support.
Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to Kobe, y'all. Shout out to Kobe, y'all.
Nah, man, nah, nah. You need credit too, bro. You need credit too, bro. It ain't just me. It ain't just me out here. But impact players for offense. Number one has to be the quarterback. whoever that
Hands
is,
down. Hold up.
whether
So
it's Billy,
you talking about for state?
yeah,
Okay. All right.
yeah,
Yeah.
number.
Right.
It has to be the quarterback, whether it's Billy, whether it's we need a good performance. We need to be hitting on throws. We got to do it. You know what I'm saying? E7 was phenomenal for us last year, but even
Woo.
E7 in the
Just,
FAMU game, he had a couple of
he was
delayed
shaky at
games.
first.
Yeah, he was
He
shaky.
was kind of
You know,
shaky at
and
first. Oh, wait a minute.
man, and I remember after his I don't know after his second delayed game, coach called a timeout and he was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, E, you gotta go. Like, what you doing? I don't.
Yeah.
We gotta get going." Um.
Yeah.
So quarterbacks has to be good, right? Quarterback play has to be good. I'm not nervous about our receivers. I just want to know who's gonna be our go-to guy this year. I'm putting my money on
That's a
DeAndre. I've been I'm a big
DeAndre.
fan of DeAndre. I'm a big fan of DeAndre. That's what I'm gonna put it on DeAndre Ruffin. It's time, my boy. I've seen the clips for what you've been doing in camp. It's time. This is your time to step up.
Yeah.
I'm putting that on DeAndre Ruffin, right?
Yeah.
Third offensive line. We may see Keontae Marsh out there. He's been there. He's been the first freshman and the only freshman in spring ball, right? I think he got there early. We may see Keontae out
Yeah.
there. We
Yeah.
got a couple guys. You know, we got the big guard from Limestone. We got a couple offensive linemen. I need these guys to be. I need these guys to be a unit. I'm not expecting them to be like last year in the chemistry that we had last year. I know it's going to take time, but I need them guys to be. I need them to be exceptional.
Right.
Because we got a great running back room. So I need y'all to get a push.
Right. Right.
So yeah, that's for my impact players, whoever QB1 is, DeAndre Ruffin, and I'm gonna get a third one to the entire offensive line. What about you?
uh, impact players on offense definitely got to be a quarterback. Like, I'm really if Billy Atkins goes out, man, I really think Billy Atkins can have a great day, man. He's that special. He can pass the ball, man, and he's used to talent. Like he's used to playing talent like this. But if we got to go with Ryan, I mean that's not a bad option either. You know what I'm saying? So basically, man, quarterback play will be huge for us. And like you mentioned, man, who's going to be that guy wide out, man? We lost two of our top wide receivers, man. And both of them are playing at Power 5 schools. So. Will it be Johnny Jones? Will it be, Ruffin? Will it be
The kid from
the
Grambling,
kid from Grambling? The Jones
Nigel's still
kid?
there.
Who will be the guy for us this year? You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? I mean, so it's a lot of question marks there. Tight end. Who's going to be the dog at tight end? So,
No, I I forgot that kid's name, but I think he's darker skin tone. I think he got dreads. He started out as a wide receiver, but they moved him to tight end.
okay.
It I've seen him, but I really want to see what Evan Phillips can do.
Yeah. Him and the kid that transferred from Coastal Carolina, last name Grant.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. But I'm really curious to see how that is. But I would say my last one would be, like you mentioned, the offensive line. The offensive line. I want to. They have to have a good game. They have to have a good game because me knowing Jonathan Saxon and me knowing his dad, used to be the defensive coordinator for South Carolina State also years ago, and they believe in that defensive front, man.
Right.
And if we don't have, brother, if we don't have good, and we don't have good blocking from the offensive line this Saturday, man, we're gonna get exposed.
Right.
We're gonna get exposed. So they have to come together early, have a good, keep whoever at quarterback, whether it's Billy or whether it's Ryan, they have to keep them boys upright.
At the end of the day, everyone knows that this conference is going to come down between North Carolina Central and South Carolina State. So the same way North Carolina Central got so many eyes and viewership for their game in the MEAC SWAC Challenge, y'all got to understand everyone's going to be watching South Carolina State Saturday just to see
Yeah.
what they look like.
Well,
Just to see what they look like. So these guys have to. It's important that they come out and they put on a good show. I'm not saying we have to look like Central.
Nah, we're not gonna look like Central.
We,
Central did a great job last Saturday, man. They played some good football. I mean, they looked good, and for them, and for their coaches to say that was just half of how they could be. You know what I mean? Is but we won't know how we look into that, into that strike clock 00. Mm-hmm. But that ain't the end all, you know what I'm saying? That won't be the end all be all, because listen, we lost first game last year.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we happen to, we came back and bounced back. So but this is definitely this game is winnable, much like last year. But I just hope that we come out and we play good, solid Bulldog football, man. You know what I'm saying? Lead with the defense and send those Wofford Terriers back home, man.
Right. Now let's go to defense. Last topic of the night. Impact players for defense. Jared Washington is obviously number one. I don't know who's gonna be at linebacker, but whoever our starting linebackers are, that's gonna be two. 3, I know what Big Bear does, but like I said, we have watched a phenomenal freshman year from Kavon Chisholm. And for him to only be 19 years old and to be that good of an athlete, you're ready to see him take the next step in his sophomore year. So Kavon Chisholm would definitely be my third guy. I have high hopes for him because if he balls out this year, you're looking at a kid who could probably be at power forward by the time he's an upperclassman. So yeah, I think those would be my 3 for defense. What about you?
My pick for defense would definitely be like you mentioned earlier, Kavon Chisholm. Mm-hmm. And just that whole defensive line really will, especially the edges from the guy from Tulane, Mike Eunice, and the other guys, Sean Jones, Sean Brown. I'm sorry, Sean Brown, the guy from Limestone, and then Big 40, tall, slender guy. But just that whole defensive line, man, will be impact players for me. Linebacker, I really want to see what the kid from the kid that transferred from what school was that, man? From Arkansas State. What's his last name? Is Kelly.
Right.
From what I gather, he's going to be one of the starting linebackers. So I want to see what he does, and then whoever is covering CJ Adams is my impact player.
I would hope we would put Jared on CJ Adams. I hope
whoever it is. Now, what I will say this right here, one of my dark horses for the game will be Tyler Jones.
Okay, that's your boy.
Dark horses. It's one of my dark horses because Tyler has had a real solid camp, man. He's had a real solid camp, and I think that he's gonna step up big for the Bulldogs.
Right.
And he changed his number, thank God.
Yeah.
He had the ugliest number on the team.
I'm glad. I'm glad he got the privileges, man. I'm
I'm
glad he got
glad.
to
I'm
take
so
that
glad.
number. He was treated like a true
A
freshman last
true.
year, man.
But yeah, he's having a real good camp. Man. Me and Tyler talked last night. He's super excited about the season, man, and he likes where he's at. And he likes the defense as well. He feels that the secondary can be, solid. So we gonna see what they look like.
Okay. Guys, this has been another episode of Bulldog Blitz. Like I said, this was just something like the real analysis is gonna come to you. We're doing things a little bit different, so you're gonna get it before the game. If we can make one at half, which I'm pretty sure we can make one at halftime, we'll do that. We're just gonna give y'all a lot more content, but this time we're gonna be on the field. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot more official. So I'll see y'all at all of the Sea Dogs on Saturday. All right. Say your prayers. All right. Get your good night's rest. You know what I'm saying? Because this is gonna be a real good weekend, man. Football is back. You know what I'm saying? We've been waiting a long time for this. The offseason felt like it was never going to end,
Yeah,
but finally we here. So finally we here. So we gonna see.
we here, man. We here. So Kobe, I see you on Saturday, my guy, and let's have a good time, man. Be careful. Be
Yes,
careful,
sir.
man.
Yes,
If you guys
sir.
are traveling long distance, be careful, please.
Yeah, that always, bro, for sure, for sure. All right, y'all. We will catch y'all next time. Do not forget, if you would like to donate to the channel, you could do so at the bottom of the ticker where that cash app and that arrow is at. Y'all could do so right there. Like I said, everything goes towards new, better equipment for the show. We put everything that y'all donate back into the channel. So, which is why we were able to get new equipment this time. So, hey, man. With that being said, we love y'all. We thank y'all for y'all support, and we'll catch y'all Saturday at the game. All right, we out. Y'all be safe and have a blessed tomorrow.